Oh my goodness, I didn't realise I was filming. Hello. um, yeah, I was getting ready to film and I must have caught, hello Colin, I must have caught the button. So I'm here. Hello. I'm back on my walk and talk channel. I'm not walking, but I'm talking. So I hope everybody's okay. I could do with turning that screen off. I just don't know how to do it. I can't see. I can't see without my glasses on. Yeah, sorry about the shine. So I'm back. I did my first walk yesterday, and that's the first walk I've done for weeks and weeks, since before Christmas. So to have one cold after another, and then I was just so fatigued with Christmas, getting, because I did end up with 2 weeks off. So I pre-videoed for Tatty Treasures, which is me obviously, but not on the walk and talk. And yeah, so I was exhausted, and then with all these colds and things, I just got so fatigued. And then I went away. I went to the spa, which you'll have seen that video, and it was so beautiful. Like, it was a really lovely experience. To get to actually stay. It's something I've wanted to do for a lot of years, because we do go to the spa. I normally go once or twice a year, and yeah, I've always said, wouldn't it be great, because you're so tired after the day being there and you just can't be bothered to go home. So yeah, that was amazing, but I was so tired after, and my knees started playing up. It was giving way as I was walking, and yeah, it was getting a little bit scary, because I went down the stairs twice and it gave way, and so I was using my stick, and then I've been to the osteopath. She gave me a good sorting out. She gave me an hour, bless her. I'd only paid for a half-an-hour session, but yeah, she's very, very nice. I was going to go again this week, but I've put it on hold because I've started walking again, and I've bought some new supports for my knee, and this morning I've actually done my first yoga practice of the year. So don't think that I'm twisting myself all over the place. This is a restorative yoga, which is restorative. So it's just really, just stretching. So I feel as if I'm on the up. Anyway, the reason for this video is I watched Tommy Van Twerp, and I'm sorry, Tommy, if I have got your second name wrong. I don't think I have. And I love Tommy's channel. She's very spiritual. Yeah, I just love the stuff that she talks about, and she's got an interest in tarot and self-care, and she's going on a journey. She's recently retired, so a bit like myself, I've not retired, because I've got to retirement age, but yeah, I was physically feeling unable to be in the workplace anymore, and yeah, Tommy has also had a big loss in her life, which I lost my mum. So yeah, I mean, we're all on a journey, aren't we? You know, whatever it is, and normally, you know, there's something getting in the way or obstacles. Sometimes that's ourselves, you know. I'm great at self-sabotaging. And yeah, she started like a self-care thing, and you know, she's videoing it to make her accountable, kind of thing, which I love, making myself accountable, and it is something that really does help me. Like when I was doing the walks, it was like, whoa, I need to walk because I want to video it. So yeah, I find that very motivating. Some people that might totally, you know, put them off, but yeah, so she's on this self care, and you know, we're all guilty of not taking care of ourselves. And you know, whether you've got family or work commitments or whatever, we seem to be the last on the list. And sometimes we give ourselves things we fill this with kind of stuff that's not really self-care. Like, I'll eat a whole box of chocolates because it'll make me feel better in the moment. And I love chocolate. I'm not saying that, you know, I don't eat chocolate. But yeah, I think sometimes when we do give ourselves treats or time and things like that, maybe it's not actually benefiting our mind and things like that. So last week she did week 1, and I was really excited and I loved watching it. And then today I've just watched, and she must have put it up Sunday, and she's now going to do like a collaboration. So anybody that wants to kind of not take part, because you know, we're all on different journeys in that, but yeah, just to tag. And yeah, I may not tag every week, but I thought I would include that in my kind of update. Like I say, I did go walking yesterday. I didn't video it. This may sound really silly, and I don't know what it is, but I've been really upset with the Lisa Marie Presley death. And I think what it is, like, every time I watch Elvis, I cry. And I went to see the movie and stuff, and it just reminds me of childhood. You know, I was totally in love with him, like, you know, billions of other people. And yeah, I was only, I think, 7, 8 when he passed away. And I'm really sorry about Colin. And I just remember being so devastated, and I don't think I knew at the time when he died. I was probably about 10 when I realised that he'd passed away. The films always used to be on in the summer holidays, and I used to watch them. They'd be on like in the mornings. And I remember one evening coming down, and an Elvis concert was on, and I think it was that last one that he did. And my mum was crying, and I said, you know, what's the matter? And she said, oh, he's died, you know, and, you know, when I watch him, it makes me cry. So I was like, you know, and I absolutely sobbed. And ever since then, every time I've watched him, I cry. So I think with losing my mum, I think it's all just got. I think it just reminds me of childhood. So I've been quite down since her passing, and yeah. So when I went walking yesterday, I didn't want to video it. I needed a good walk and a good cry, and I ranted and raved to my mum as I walked round, telling her all about me being poorly and my knee and all that kind of stuff. And it was so strange because I said, I wish I knew if you was listening to me. And I kid you not, at the end of the walk, a robin came to me about that far away, and it just sat there. And yeah, I thought, wow. So anyway, I didn't film it because I just wanted I wanted to feel the chill on my cheeks, and breathe and just have a bit of a rant and rave and kind of get it out my system. And yeah, I do feel a lot more relaxed. That's gone really waffly, and I'm sorry. So Tommy has challenged, kind of, if people want to take part, to start thinking about the things that you enjoyed when you was younger. And it's strange because, and it may be a little bit embarrassing, but the last few weeks I've been watching skateboarding and bike stunts. And I'm a child of the 80s, so BMXs and skating was absolutely massive. And I've always liked Tony Hawk's. So yeah, I'd started watching these things, and obviously I'm not going to be jumping on a skateboard or on a BMX bike, but it kind of, it brought that joy back, just watching them. And yeah, so I was self-caring without realising. So I've started to do that because we do forget. I mean, I always used to play music in the kitchen, and I always had music on. But when Eleanor was little, she used to cry and say, turn that music. I mean, it wasn't blasting out that, she couldn't stand it. But yeah, so I just stopped. So I've not really listened to a lot of music over the last 15 years. And we don't even have radios in the house or anything. We've got no CD players anymore, not even in the computers. We've got PlayStations. You can put a CD in those. So I'm going to rediscover music. And I love Prince, Madonna, Whitney Houston, all them, that kind of era. Luther Vandross, I was a massive fan of him. George Michael, and gosh, there's only Madonna alive of those who I've just mentioned. So yeah, I'm going to make some time for some music. I do have an Alexa downstairs, so I think when I go down every morning and do the emptying the bins, washing the pots, feeding Colin, that kind of thing, I'm going to have me half an hour of music on, because I don't know, you can't help but sing, and maybe a bit of this and stuff. So I'm going to start my day off like that. I've also started having my smoothies again. So I make up smoothies in the morning when I go downstairs and do all my little daily chores. I make two up, well, make a big one up and pour it into two. I just use almond milk, frozen fruit, and I do put some, I want to call it Slim Fast. I don't think it is Slim Fast. It's some Weight Watchers powder kind of thing, but I put that in for kind of the thickness and the protein kind of thing. And I drink one, put the other in the fridge for my dinner, because as soon as I get in here and start videoing, I forget that I need to eat and drink and move and things like that. So that's something else that I've started to do and want to continue to do. I do have a backup plan when I can't be bothered to make a smoothie up. I'll have a banana. And I've went shopping yesterday and I've brought my nuts and my fruit and stuff because, over Christmas I've slightly overindulged, and yeah, so I'm definitely going to be more aware of what I'm putting in. So they're, really simple changes. I'm still withdrawing from gabapentin. So I was put on gabapentin for the fibro, and I've been on them 7 odd years. I don't want to be on them anymore. I feel as if I got lost in the fog. They dulled down my mind. I felt very confused and forgetful and things like that, but I really needed them at the time, and they have really helped me kind of get into, when I first got fibro, I was working full time. I was a cleaning wizard and all the rest of it, so that adjustment kind of period of now I don't go out to work, I'm at home, I've got more time to do some stretches and that kind of thing, so I don't feel as if and I did always say that if I gave up work, then I would wean off the tablets, and I've gone from 1,500 a day milligrams to 200 in the past, I think it's 7 months now. So obviously the withdrawals have been quite bad. A lot of sweats, a lot of aching and things like that, but so I've upped my vitamins because I'd kind of got lazy with that. So yeah, that's keeping myself well, and Colin's barking again. What else am I doing? So I don't drink enough water, and with fibro you get the really tight muscles, and yeah, being dehydrated isn't good. So I'm trying to up my water